It's Uvalde Radio. It's Robert Miguel getting all excited about the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo kicking off February 6th. And I'm telling you what, he was great last year. He kicked it off. This time we're giving you a couple days to get in on it. But the vaquero himself, Mr. Aaron Watson.
Hey, Robert, how are you, sir?
I'm great, sir. Now, where are you checking in from? It sounds like you got something going on over there.
Well, I got my drill out. I'm hanging a couple of pictures on the bus here. You can hear the little. There
Nice.
you go, buddy. We're in L.A. playing a show tonight, so we are a long ways away from the great state of Texas, and I am ready to get home.
Man, I tell you what, Aaron, you have to be the manliest man in country, Texas country, and maybe music in the world. Because every time I talk to you, I mean, you're riding something, or you got a drill in your hand, literally. You're Tim the Toolman Taylor with a cowboy hat.
Well, hey, that's the greatest compliment anyone's ever given me. I'm sure Tim the Toolman Taylor. He also had a natural, just a God-given natural talent at upsetting his wife by doing nothing. So he and I, we got a lot in common.
Very nice. It sounds great, man. So on the road in L.A., coming back to Texas very soon. You're going to be at the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo. I believe it's a Sunday, February 9th. It's going to be an afternoon show. So how stoked are you to get back in Texas? How long has it been since you've been away?
We left. We had a show. We had a show in Dallas. But, I fly home every week regardless. Mm-hmm. But We've been out in the mountain states for the last month, so we're wrapping that up, and we're the West Coast this week, and then we're ready to get back home. And no place like home, so we're ready to get home.
Well, we know Texas loves you, and how's the reception been throughout the rest of the country and beyond?
Oh God, it was great. It's great. We've had 2 sellout shows in Colorado. I know that our show in Sacramento, California is already sold out.
Wow.
The one in L.A. is looking good. So, man, people, hey, they love Texas music everywhere we go. So it's we're loving that.
Well, we're excited to have you back at the rodeo. Now, you performed last year at the rodeo kickoff. If you can remember that far back, give us a little bit of a review of how did that go for you last year, and what are you excited about this year?
Oh, I love the San Antonio rodeo. I've played them all, and I love San Antonio's rodeo. It's the right size venue. The people, they feel right there. You feel the energy, and we love rodeos. And, San Antonio is so good to me anyway. It's been so good to me for all these years. So, it's a win-win for me. I'm excited. Got the whole family coming down.
I was going to say, I know you bring your family around whenever you can. What's a typical, show? Like, if you have your family around, what's typical day at an Aaron Watson show day versus show day with a rodeo? Do you bring the family out for the rodeo too, or do you hold them up in a hotel?
Yeah, a lot of times. Yeah, we're at fairs and rodeos. We'll go around and ride rides. Watch the rodeo, and I mean, don't nobody quote me on this, but it's a little more. Life is more difficult on the road. You bring the wife. But nobody quote that. Don't quote that.
We won't tell her a thing.
That goes for my daughter, too. You bring my wife and my daughter on the road, things get difficult. Me and the boys, we can hang out in the back of the bus and eat candy bars and drink root beer and watch, have a Rocky movie marathon. We're easy. The girls, they're looking up, is there a mall? Is there a place to shop?
Oh, yeah.
We're hungry. We don't want fried food. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, come on, girls, just make a peanut butter sandwich and just chill out, but it doesn't work that way. So, but we have a ton of fun. San Antonio's good to us. My boys are avid Spurs fans, so they love the fact that their dad's getting to play in their house.
Nice, very cool. Yeah, and you're right, man. It is work. Going to a mall in general is just work. And I've got a teenage daughter, so I'm in the thick of that right now. But man, yeah, it is exciting to be here in San Antonio, home of our Spurs, and we got to talk about the record. Red Bandana's been out for coming up on a year, right?
Yeah, coming up on a year in a couple months. It's been a great year, in a world where people aren't buying records anymore. People still keep buying that record, so it's been a ton of fun. We've always made music for these Texas music fans, and their loyalty and support continue to just blow me away. I'm so proud. We've never signed a record deal. We've stayed independent, tried and true, Texas music, 110%. And, you know, that's just that you dance with the one that brought you, you know, and, you know, it was just, it's so neat to see where the fans have taken my career, how much they've blessed me. I mean, I'm nothing without them, so I don't want to let them down. You know, it's like I write my songs because those are the songs they want to hear. So it's been a great year.
Well, you mentioned that people don't tend to buy records anymore, but again, Red Bandana's been out for coming up on a year. You put out that single. You had "Kiss That Girl Goodbye," did real well for you. You just hit number 1 on the Texas charts with country radio, and so I mean, it's a pretty nice size record. It's going to be, you know, you got some depth to it, right?
Yeah, it's got some depth to it, but you know, I'm going back in the studio here in about a month, so you know. For me as a writer, once I put a record out, I'm kind of over it. And, you know, it's because I'm on to the next one, you know, and kind of like the rodeo. Once the rodeo's over, those writers, they're on to the next one. You know, but I'm excited about getting the fans new music and just keep doing what we do. And that's just getting out there and playing our shows and, you know, meet and greets afterwards, giving hugs, high fives, and selfies, and just letting people know how much we appreciate them.
Well, we got to talk about the band. I always ask you about that. How's the band doing? I know you've had the guys for a while, and they work real hard. Tell us how those guys are doing.
Well, they're immature and childish, and it's like they're all my best friends. So they're great. They're just incredible guys. It makes my life so easy. Oh, I will tell you this. We're doing something special on Super Bowl Sunday, which I believe is February the 2nd.
Yeah, sounds right, yeah.
I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting a song out on Facebook and YouTube. And it's a song I wrote for my dad and for all veterans and servicemen and women, where it's about the fact that my heroes, they don't strum guitars, and my heroes, they sure don't wear football helmets. My heroes wear dog tags. And we're putting that. I'm doing a little acoustic version, and we're going to put it out on Super Bowl Sunday. And I'm really encouraging everyone to like and share that song. But I want them to tag all the veterans that they know, all the servicemen and women they know, and let them know how much you appreciate them. You know, 22 veterans commit suicide every day.
Wow.
And I think we need to do a better job of letting them know how much we love them and appreciate them. But so everybody needs to be checking out my Facebook and YouTube, all that junk here in a couple of weeks, because I'm excited about that song. It's called Dog Tags.
So if you're not digging on the Super Bowl halftime show, be sure to make a few minutes, head on over to the website, Facebook, and check out that song.
You don't want to don't miss the Super Bowl halftime show. J-Lo and that other good-looking gal. Don't by no means miss the Super Bowl halftime show. You know,
right?
Between the quarters, in between the quarters.
It's must-see TV. I got you. I know you're a big fan.
Don't miss J-Lo. It's un-American to miss J-Lo. That's un-American. Don't do it.
Oh, that's great, man. Again, we're talking to Aaron Watson, February 9th. That's a Sunday afternoon, 1 o'clock at the AT&T Center, San Antonio, Stock Show and Rodeo. You got enough time to get on after church and come out and see Aaron and the boys performing a big show, great tracks off Red Bandana, all the other hits as well. You know, speaking of church, I know you're a spiritual man, you know, God-fearing man. How's spiritual life? You feeling healthy?
Oh, well, I don't, you know, it's a roller coaster ride. You know, I find encouragement that Jesus came to heal the sick. So, you know, I tell people life is tough. And just because you see some great Instagram posts by my wife doesn't mean that I have it all together. You know, you just got to keep working at it. You know, you have good times and you have bad times. And I have a lot of people come to me, you know, at the show saying, you know, I'm struggling. And I'm like, well, is your faith struggling? Or are you just struggling? I'm like, do you still believe in Jesus? And they're like, absolutely. I was like, well, so your faith isn't struggling. You're just kind of struggling in your walk. You're struggling, you know, with life. And you know, I was like, that's all right. You just got to keep after it. I mean, God's grace and mercy, you know, has no limitation. So God's love is bigger than all things. So, you know, when I have good times and bad times, you know, I know You know, it's just like God's love for me is the same as my love for my kids, you know. Mm-hmm. They might get in trouble, they might make mistakes, but it doesn't make me love them any less. So, you know, I have good days and bad days like everybody else, but, you know, I keep after it, and I think it's important that people hear me talk about my many imperfections, you know. My wife makes me look good on Instagram, but she doesn't post, you know, all the other stuff, so she'd probably have more followers if she did, so.
Well, man, those are encouraging words, man, and I know you just blessed a few people out there right now, so thank you so much for that. Again, we've been talking to Aaron Watson. Man. Yeah, and big show is coming up on Sunday, February 9th, AT&T Center. Get your tickets at sarodeo.com. As far as a set list, anything different this time around, or going to stick to the hits, maybe a couple of covers? What you got?
Oh, man, we've changed it all up. There's going to be a whole bunch of new songs, adding some old ones, and some covers. The band have some new things they're worked up. It's going to be fun. We're stepping it up a notch this year. So we're playing for keeps. So it's going to be a good show. You don't want to miss it. You know, I'm excited about it.
Well, Aaron, it's always a pleasure to talk to you, man. Thank you so much. You were just a blessing in our lives, and just again.
Thank you, Robert.
Man, yeah.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah,
thanks for having me. Thanks for the helping me promote the show. You know, I always say this, but all the proceeds from what I make that night, merchandise, it all goes into my wife's purse. So, nice. You know, you're helping out a great cause.
Hey, Aaron, I think next time around, I just need to interview your wife. Sounds like she's calling all the shots.
Yes, she knows it all, so she'll let you know.
Very nice, man. Well, we're excited to see you again back here in San Antonio. We're going to go and do your latest big hit, #1 in Texas country. The song is called Country Radio. You want to give us a quick little intro on this song?
Yeah, this is a song I wrote for my mom and my dad. Just the love that they had, you know, around us growing up. The love they filled our house full of love growing up, and it's for my mom and my dad, and it's for country music. You know, it's just that it's about growing up, and I think so many of us have those similar experiences, so it's a special song to me. You know, anytime you involve my mama in it, it gets extra special, so since I'm a mama's boy, so. But, yeah, here it is, Country Radio.
All right, man. Well, it gives me all the feels, and I do appreciate your time again. Aaron Watson here off Red Bandana. This is Uvalde Radio.